But we'll talk about that. You know.
Okay, did better than you. I mean,
All right, man. I'm not making money. I wish I was one of those Mega Million guy in South Carolina. You know, if they went up one state above, oof, and it was me,
hold on.
I'd retire.
Yo, Will Smith, fix your shit. That shit say Player Unknown's Battleground. Fuck wrong with you?
Player Unknown's Battleground. Oh no, feels bad. Oh shoot, we are actually live.
Oh,
Oh
man.
man, I'll talk to y'all later.
What?
Bye,
Oh
Biggie.
man.
We don't need you here anyway. You don't add anything.
Oh man, I guess I'm being quiet then.
Oh gosh.
All right, let me stop.
All right, so what is up, guys? This is the Overleveled podcast, episode 49, and yeah, this week there's not a lot, but nonetheless, we'll talk about everything that has happened, such as gaming news. I don't even think there's any movie news, to be honest, and there's a couple TV news. So to start off with, I think we're gonna go with something small. And that is Tomb Raider going on sale for 1 week. I think it was like $40, I believe, for PC on Steam, and a lot of people were upset. And they were just like, you know what? This game going on sale for $40. We're gonna go on Steam, review bomb the game, and oh man, are we gonna get copyrighted here? Oh,
Wait, what is that?
that's what I was saying.
It's not me,
no.
though.
It's not me. It ain't me. I'll tell you that. People are
Yeah,
sleeping in my house. But yeah, people review bombed it because they were pissed off that the game after 6 weeks went on sale, and it is what it is. Like, okay, I'm not down for people review bombing a game just because the game went on sale for 6 weeks. It's just telling that the game isn't doing as well as people think in terms of financial success, not in terms of sales, but financial success, like making back the budget that they had with marketing and development costs. But for me, I don't condone review bombing just because a game went on sale. I mean, it is what it is. Like, you pre-order a system and you get it on launch, there will be problems with said system. Same thing with games. You'll never know. We're always in that market that things can change super fast, and then it gets like dirt cheap. It's your gamble to make whether or not you want to put down the full price and expecting that full price will last for a while.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Hold on. These are the same people, and I'm just putting this out because it makes no sense to me. You bought this game saying that the game didn't look good, that you thought the game wasn't as good as looking. I'm not saying everyone said this, but the game wasn't as good as looking as the previous two games, and then you proceeded to buy it for $60. Why? You're owed nothing. Like,
No, I disagree. Most of the people who probably bought it are not those people.
sometimes I can't tell. I'm gonna keep it real.
I was one of those people who was like, I had it pre-ordered and I looked at it and I'm like, yo, this game looks terrible. And I'm like, I'm not getting it. So it's like, I don't know, bro. It's like, you have no right to be mad though. It's like you bought it day one knowing
that it could go on sale.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I would never be mad at that because like they realize, oh shit, we're losing a lot of money. We got to do something to get this sold. Let's lower the price, bro. It's like they doing what they got to get that, hopefully to get you a sequel.
Yep. But it's not gonna look. It's not looking well in terms of like if you compare the other game sales, which we'll talk later about. The MPD for game softwares, video, video consoles sold. But nonetheless, like for me, I just don't condone review bombing. It just shows like everyone that you're just throwing a temper tantrum that you didn't think like it would go on sale, and you're like, you know what? Because people are gonna pay for it cheaper. We're gonna review bomb this and all that stuff, and I'm just like, that was on you guys. You chose day one or any of the other weeks that the game is $60. It is what it is. You made your bed, but you shouldn't, review bomb just because of that. Inspector, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's stupid that they're review bombing the game just because it went on sale. I don't condone it. I think it's stupid. I didn't buy the game because it didn't really interest me, and I didn't play the other two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like I don't think I get why they're putting it on sale. Maybe because like it didn't sell as well, or like it wasn't as profitable. But I don't think putting it on sale will make it more profitable. But
no, you got to get it moving, bro.
There are some people that are like, I'm gonna get this game on Black Friday. I know a couple people in the gaming community for Shadow of the Tomb Raider are just waiting for that big deep sale for the game to buy that game. So I totally like see where people are coming from when they want to save money and they just don't believe in the game like that, and they'll just wait for a deep price cut and just give their thoughts on it. There are people, just like that will do something like that. And for me, it just depends. If it's like $20 on Black Friday or Christmas sale on Steam, I might pick it up and play it. I just didn't think it was worth the $60 for me, getting the game and playing it. That's just me, though.
Because I really want to play it too, like, because I played the first two and I enjoyed both of them. I enjoyed the first one more, but the second one, it's like it's fun to be had in there. So it's like I want to get the third one, but then I start seeing it. I'm like, yeah, I'm waiting for it to decrease in price before I get it.
But nonetheless, moral of the story: don't review bomb if
something grow up, bro.
Decreases in price. I just don't understand. So another topic, and it's just like maybe. I guess we can go over our overall. Oh no, Days Gone got delayed. Days Gone got delayed to I think it was. Give me a sec. It got delayed to April something. I don't know exactly when in April. Let me just check. Days Gone, release date, and I got a couple, like a little tiny rant. Okay, I typed it in and they haven't updated it. Well, it's not supposed to come out February 22nd. It was sometime in April. I need to find that tweet from. Is it Ben Studio? I think it's Ben Studio. Ben. Yeah, here we go. The key art for Days Gone has been revealed. Also, I haven't realized that. April 26, 2019.
So 2 months.
2 months. And personally, am I upset by it? Nope. It's smart for them to do so. Even though that they were the first people to have that set date of February 22nd, 2019, like they were the first ones to do it with the Game Informer article, and with that release date set in stone, other people then joined in on the party, Anthem, Metro, and even Crackdown 3. But for me, I'm just like, from what I've seen, that's for Tokyo Game Show, just primarily speaking on that aspect of the gameplay I've seen has very much improved from the Game Informer gameplay that they've shown. Like, the guns sound better, animations are looking a lot better, and I'm totally fine with them moving it and even improving upon that even further, because shoot, I'm interested in the game just because I like the Sons of Anarchy feel, because I like that show, and just having the zombies, like kind of like what I call them, like Daisy zombies.
Zombies, bro. Get out of here.
They're like
Daisy zombies.
They're
right?
freakers.
Freakers, oh man. Hey man.
Get it right.
Is there a difference, man? Zombies are zombies, bro.
No, they're not dead though. They're turned from some creature from a virus.
Oh my
god. So they're technically not dead, so they're not like zombies.
Listen, hold on. Zombies has multiple connotations, meaning brain dead. So are they brain dead? Yes or no?
No.
They're not.
Hold on, wait. Jigga, do they have any form of intelligence?
Yes, they have to sleep.
That doesn't require intelligence.
Yes, they do have forms of intelligence, bro.
Oh.
They're not zombies, bro. Freakers. You're right. Don't get mad at me, dog. Y'all spooky.
Jigga, I am going to charter a flight to Illinois, and when I do that, I'm coming to see you post haste.
Don't get me because y'all know the difference between zombies and freakers.
Okay, what about oh shoot. My gosh, I love The Last of Us, but I completely forgot.
Clickers?
Clicker, there you go. What about the clickers?
Those are plant people.
Plant people. Oh. Dude, and the freaking
They're infected. So are zombies.
Yeah.
So wait, plant people. So vegetarians are against
No,
killing plant
they're
people.
infected by some type of plant.
Yeah, so
wait. You know, I'm gonna go down and grit here. If we're talking about plant people, vegetarians like plants, but they're not against killing.
Red Hood, get back on topic.
No. This is a point that I have to make. Would
Alex
vegetarians be
Alex
able?
Jones.
Would they want?
Alex Hood, can you stop?
Oh man, come on now. I'm saying vegetarians, would they actually be able to kill a clicker or not?
They'll probably kill it and then eat it. What? Why are we talking about this?
Oh my god, dude! I had to do it. I had to say something weird.
I hope to God you stub your toe.
You know what? I'll make sure that I won't. But nonetheless, I think it's fine. I'm not on that. Oh yeah, here's my rant. This isn't a Crackdown 3 situation at all. I know a lot of people are now making comparisons to this game to Crackdown 3, and I think...
Can we ignore those people? They're dumb.
At least this game has a release date.
My thing is, this game was shown off in, what was it?
Yes, we've seen so much gameplay. Anybody who compares it is dumb, so just like...
Hold on, let me put this into perspective. We saw the game twice when it was announced. Once when they announced it, and then at the end of the conference it was announced that. That's first and foremost. We've seen more gameplay of this game than we've ever seen of Crackdown 3, of any of its modes, any of its content at all. The game has actually looked better than Crackdown 3 from the jump. It had no official release date until earlier this year.
Yeah.
And they've only pushed back that date maybe once or twice. Let's keep it fun.
This is the second one. And Crackdown 3 has done it multiple times. So, like, it was supposed to come out, what, originally 2016?
It was supposed to come. This is how it was supposed to come out. It was announced in 15, if I recall correctly. I could be wrong about it. It was supposed to come out in 2016, if I recall correctly.
And
I could be wrong about that.
2017.
It got pushed to 2017. We heard nothing. Because at E3 2016, we were told the multiplayer alone was supposed to drop.
Yeah, the beta too.
Yeah, never dropped. Neither of these things came out. Then we were told that in 17 we were supposed to get something. Never dropped. Then at E3 2017, we're told, listen up, kids, next year. We get nothing this year. E3, they tell us 2019. We have been waiting for this game damn near the entire lifespan of the Xbox One. There's no excuse for this.
Oh, yeah. And, like, if people want to make comparisons, and I know it's just on the Xbox, like the extremist Xbox camp that want to make comparisons. It's like, just make a comparison to Last Guardian. I don't know why a delay for a PlayStation game. You make it with Crackdown 3, where, you know, even Sentry's saying, I have not seen like more than another set of gameplay demos. I've only seen one gameplay demo from Crackdown 3, and that was Comic-Con. Was it 2017? I think it was 2017. And when we saw that shit, it looked really, really bad, and then they just stopped showing it after. Because they have no confidence in that. But, you know, going back and saying, like, it's good. I think having it on the April slot will give it a breath of fresh air. It will collect a lot of sales because I don't think there's many games coming out in April. March, I'm glad they didn't put it in March because there's quite a bit of games coming out in March as well. If, you know, Sekiro and Devil May Cry 5 and a couple other games. I think it was a smart decision. I don't know how many months apart the other PlayStation exclusives are going to be because this is kind of like the similar time frame that God of War came out. So maybe a game in like June or July maybe for one of the other first-party studios, but I can't tell you what the next one will be. I'm just going to like say maybe Ghost of Tsushima or Last of Us, but... Jacob, what do you think about the release date being delayed?
I mean, I'm okay with it as long as it. Like, you don't want a game to come out in a time where so many games like you can't, like, you either have to skip it or not play it. Like, I don't know, but it's like so they're pushing it back to a time where it's more open or more games that I don't fucking care about playing. So I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have no problem with it.
What about you, Inspector? What do you think about it?
No, I'm fine with it. It's only 2 months, and like crunch is a big problem in the video game industry. So, I don't mind it.
Yep.
It's fine.
And Century, anything else other than that little rant that you gave out about the Xbox? But what about the release? You think it's fine it being placed there?
Honestly, from what it looks like, that game looks pretty polished and ready to go. I just think this is to make sure it doesn't get fucked over by anything else because there was 4 games releasing on that date and now 2 have left.
Yeah.
But my thing is like that they had that date set in stone. Like
It's kind of like when you're the one at the party and you set the party and it's your party, and then everyone else comes crashes and you're just like, well, fuck it.
We're leaving.
I was like, I'm going to sleep, guys. You guys clean up when you're done. And it's like, okay, I guess. It's like, fucking assholes.
Yep. All right. Let's see if we have any other news. Oh, for some reason, Xbox Game Pass is coming to PC, even though I thought it was on PC. I'm confused. As reported by Game Informer, CEO, oh my gosh, I'm not going to say his first name, Nadella, revealed the news in a fiscal year of 2019 Q1 earnings call. Though no details were given out how this will make its way to PC, it's a solid bet that Game Pass will be used in conjunction with the Microsoft Store. Game Pass currently has over 100 games to download for $10 a month, with Microsoft ensuring that all first-party titles, blah, blah, blah. Microsoft strongly promotes its cross-buy Play Anywhere program, which allows its users to, buy on Xbox and then get on PC. So this, in combination with Microsoft releasing upcoming first-party titles for both platforms, suggests that bringing Game Pass to PC is a natural next step. As it stands, games that are available on Xbox Game Pass and Play Anywhere can be played on PC. My thing is, I'm confused because I paid for it, Game Pass, right?
Yeah.
So is it technically not on PC natively or what? I'm confused on that front.
I thought they were talking about the other games that are on PC, like that you can't play.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I think. That's one thing I could think of because like I can play Gears with Game Pass and Sea of Thieves, all that. So it's like I don't know what they're talking about.
Okay. Yeah, some people in the comment section are they're assuming it means that they're going to try and add lots of third-party games to the PC Game Pass like they have on Xbox.
Yeah, that's why I think so too.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, it's hold on, let me pronounce this right for you. Satya
Nadella. Yeah.
Yeah, one or the other. I can't believe you're having BG syndrome like this. It's actually disgusting.
Yeah, I know how to say his last name, but sure.
Well, that one looks like Nutella, so that's easy.
Yeah, it's easy. My thing is, I don't like butchering people's names, so I just call them by their last name.
Understandable.
But I mean, I guess that's good. I don't really use Game. Oh shoot, I probably get charged for Game Pass, and I haven't canceled yet. I think I gotta do that shit. Cancel that shit. But Senchi, what do you think about, I guess, Game Pass third-party support going into PC?
Does this give me more exclusive games for my? Oh wait.
Oh shoot.
Then I'm really indifferent.
Yeah, I feel that. What about you, Inspector? Do you think this is a good thing for Microsoft to do for the PC players? Or do you think it's really kind of a way to get them into the ecosystem for the Windows Store? Because, the competitor is Steam, of course.
I think it's just for them to get a competitor with Steam.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not a Microsoft guy, so I'm just on the outside looking in, so I don't really have a lot of thoughts about it.
Yeah.
But
I think they're just trying to get some money, bro. Any way possible. That's my opinion.
So let me check if we got any other news regarding trying to see if we can go to MPD. Before that, I think I'm just gonna give my like quick little thought. Oh, okay, that's gonna be for TV news. So I think I'm gonna talk really quickly about the Heist DLC. I finished it because I knew I was not gonna do it during stream.
how long did it take you, Redhead?
I didn't finish everything per se. I did do like the bare minimum, so I did a couple things, side missions. I do suggest people doing the collectible side content, and what I mean the side content is like basically paintings. It's like 10 of them.
That shit's not that bad, but them fucking challenges are whack, bro. Get rid of that.
I've only done one, and I'm still doing those, so I can just get all the trophies for the DLC.
I'm definitely not.
Just because I just enjoy just playing the game more. But overall, I think the story is good. I do think it's short, but for me, it's like I think I got my money's worth for it. It depends on how you feel, right? If you want to have this experience an all-in-one package without having to wait, then just wait until all 3 DLCs come out.
Facts.
I'm just the type of person that doesn't want to get spoiled, and we've gotten to this point where I kind of saw some like semi-spoiler thumbnails before the freaking DLC even came out, because YouTubers were getting access to the DLC before the data was supposed to come out, as well as countries already getting it early. Oh, well, they're not getting it early. The 23rd for them, they're ahead, but we're behind. But they're technically going to show the gameplay content first, especially on YouTube, unlike us, because they're like certain amount of hours ahead. But in our time zone, they're going to be kind of spoiling things. But Black Cat, I think they did a great job for her writing. The way she acts is very much like Black Cat, and the dynamic is there for Black Cat and Spider-Man. And I dug a lot of how the story's going to play. I was, fanning out because I predicted a certain character to show up in the second DLC because I didn't think they were connected. But you get a small peek in the beginning and at the end of him. And we haven't seen him in a video game format for a while, since the PS1 generation. And I could be completely wrong, though. But yeah, overall, I give it like a 7.5 around that area. I do think, though, I kind of wish there was a boss battle, and that's kind of what brought it down. But other than that, I enjoyed the paintings because it gave backstory. That's what I think Insomniac does very well, is like the backpacks and stuff like that, and these paintings give very much needed backstory to things that have happened beforehand. The paintings do the same thing. Other than that, yeah. I think Jigger also played it, right?
Yeah, I beat it.
You got anything anything else to add?
Look, they did a good job on Black Cat because her fucking real actress has a weird ass face, bro.
Yeah, you talking about the one who voices her?
Yeah, her voice like that. But yeah, anyways, okay, about the real story. What I thought was gonna happen didn't happen. I'm kind of glad it didn't. But
see, I was on the camp that wanted that to play out just because it would took more risk.
No, what I thought was gonna happen about the kids, that the dude who she's working for was gonna be the father.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought was gonna happen, but I'm glad it didn't happen that way. It just she was just being who she was when it comes to him. stringing him along. So yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was. It was nice.
Yeah, but like Inspector said, like I think it just depends on if you're the person that doesn't like to be continued.
But yeah, I got it with that thing I bought you know what I'm trying to say, with the statue and shit. So it's like
yeah.
I didn't pay specifically for that. Like if I'd have paid specifically for that, I would have been upset because I didn't like that.
Yeah, because it's $25 if you get all it's like a season pass, right? Technically. Mm-hmm. So it's 25 because the city that never sleeps. Because when I just thought, it's a theme, but it's an actual story. It's just a 3-part like story. But that's just me. What about you, Sentry? Did you play it or no?
I am currently playing it.
Okay,
I will be done sometime within next week.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it for what we can say about the DLC.
I was about to say, is he about to say that's all our gaming news? Because I was about to be like, damn.
Oh man.
But can we all agree that train part was trash?
Which one? The train one? I think I lost only twice on that section.
No, I did about 5 times, bro.
You did about 5 times. I died a couple times towards the ending. That was a bit hard.
The thing that's supposed to pop up so you can do a little thing, it wouldn't show up for me. Yeah. So then that kept fucking falling behind. That was pissing me off.
I feel that. But yeah, for me, my rating would be like a 7.5. Just because I wish there was a boss battle and it was a bit too it wasn't too short, but it was a little short.
Understandable. Have a blessed day.
So where can I actually find these NPD results and stuff like that? That's where I was trying to look right now.
Oh, let me go to my sources.
NPD. I know one of the Twitter users had the NPD also for Spider-Man, like a statistic or like a little like.
Oh, you're talking about
I want to show that. Talk about that too. I'm trying to see NPD.
Hold on, you want? Okay, I found it.
Okay.
Just ignore the red text at the top. As soon as I figure out my computer, because I'm watching like 40 things at once, because I'm trying to figure out who's gonna win this basketball game.
Oh shit!
40 things at once is my type of thing.
Oh man, shout out to
Okay.
Wait, do we know if it beat God of War yet or no?
I mean,
yeah. By far.
No. Are we talking beating in terms of sales already?
Not like sales, but like
everything. Yeah, it's killed God of War. God of War's nowhere close.
Well, God of War's still number 2 though.
It's number 2, but remember.
Yeah. I know because it's been out for 6 months. I'm saying.
Yeah, but in terms of PlayStation as a whole,
yeah.
It's the best game that PlayStation's ever put out in terms of numbers.
As PlayStation as a whole, they taking the W on Xbox holding the sale.
All right, so I guess we're gonna go and I'll go into the grid. I guess the numbers for September 28 total $1,376 million was made up 7% from the 1,285,000 in September 2017. Hardware is 306 million. It went down from down 3% from 306 mil. Okay. PC and console software is 747 million, flat compared to 744. Accessories 323 million, up 43% from 225 million. So software, dollar sales of the console, portable, and PC game software reached $747 million in September 2018, flat when compared to a year ago. Year-to-date spending is up 5% versus a year ago to $3.9 billion. So this is the big thing for Spider-Man. Marvel's Spider-Man breaks PlayStation exclusive record. Marvel's Spider-Man achieved the highest launch month dollar sales for any PlayStation exclusive in history, and it is the 7th largest ever achieved by any game on any PlayStation platform. And people are like, oh, so that means it's just the 7th best PlayStation exclusive. And no, what this means is that this is the 7th best on the PlayStation platform. Like the first could be GTA, a couple GTAs, couple Call of Duties, and the Spider-Man will just rank on number 7. And numbers, Spider-Man is the biggest right there on that PlayStation platform, along with the multi-platform games that I was talking about. Marvel's Spider-Man generated higher dollar sales in its launch than any other game this year, and currently ranks as the 3rd best-selling game of 2018 and the number 8 best-selling game over the last 12 months, which is really, really good. And this is very interesting. Marvel's Spider-Man achieved launch month sales 37% higher than the combined launch month sales of all other Spider-Man games released since the NPD group began tracking in 1995. So combine all these Spider-Man games that came out in the launch month since 1995, and Marvel Spider-Man is 37% higher than those combined, which is really, really crazy. So I guess we can, quickly. No. We'll keep going, but we'll specifically, talk about certain things that we want to talk about. Forza 4 has the biggest launch for an Xbox racing game. Forza Horizon 4 achieved the highest launch month dollar sales.
I can't believe this is dead, bro.
Yo, why you start laughing like that?
Like nobody's playing that, bro.
Oh, snap.
Get up, they lying, bro. That got to be Game Pass.
Game Pass. It is the biggest launch for a racing game on any Xbox platform in history. Forza Horizon 4 was the 7th best-selling game of September. NBA 2K19 becomes fastest-selling sports game. NBA 2K19 debuts as the 2nd best-selling game of September and instantly becomes the 5th best-selling game of 2018. NBA 2K19 achieved the highest launch month dollar sales of any sports genre game released since the NPD group began tracking the industry in 1995. NBA 2K19 represents the biggest launch of any game in the NBA 2K franchise. Is now the best-selling sports game of 2018 year to date. And what I've said, I kind of want to bring a comparison and kind of throw a little bit of shade. This is basically saying that NBA 2K is on a rise and not a decline like certain games that we were talking about in the Usual Suspects podcast. But the next one is Assassin's Creed Odyssey outdoes Origins. Assassin's Creed Odyssey appears at number 3 on the September charts with double-digit percentage dollar sales growth when compared to the launch of Assassin's Creed Origins a year ago. Assassin's Creed Origins now ranks as the 6th best-selling game over the past 12 months. No one cares. Booty game. Next.
No, man. Hey, shut up, man. Did you play it?
Huh?
You play it?
Of course not.
Your opinion is irrelevant then.
My opinion? Oh, man.
You're
but I played Assassin's Creed Origins and all the other Assassin's Creed that ever came out, but me not playing this game makes my opinion irrelevant. Oh, boy.
It indeed is irrelevant. You didn't beat it.
Yeah. And after seeing the things that I was seeing, I don't think I want to play this game.
Also, hold on. I'm going to just do your job for you right quick. FIFA 19 has the biggest opening since FIFA 16. Shadow of the Tomb Raider charted at 5. Mario Party charted at 9. There you go. That's all the numbers. All of them.
Yep.
The only one that's questionable is Shadow of the Tomb Raider, but that's neither here nor there.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider is questionable. Okay, so big thing we'll talk about will be Marvel Spider-Man and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And maybe Forza Horizon 5, because Jigga is laughing about 4. I don't know why I said 5. 4, because Jigga was laughing about it and doesn't believe it. But I guess we'll talk about Marvel Spider-Man. And this is the biggest achievement of any PlayStation game to date. And I totally think that Marvel's very happy for what they've seen and what it's done, definitely on one platform. And it charted, dude, it's 37% higher than all the other launch months that came out for all the Spider-Man games combined. And it's 37% higher. And it's number 1 on the NPD for September. And it is a exclusive. NBA 2K, it broke records for sports genres. It still didn't come close to Spider-Man. which is insane. A multi-platform game, a game on PS4, a game on Xbox One, a game on PC, and I believe Switch. I could be completely wrong on that.
Yeah,
But
it's on Switch.
That's insane to a game that's just on one platform.
But
And
you can't compare those, bro.
wait, what? I can't compare those?
Compare what? What are we comparing?
2K and Spider-Man, you can't compare those, bro.
In terms of numbers, we can. Otherwise, no. The problem with the numbers is it just it makes the argument of people saying exclusives don't sell at consoles or do numbers irrelevant. That's it.
Yeah, and it just shows that like Spider-Man is a big household name. And I'm happy for Spider-Man, and it's definitely like, dude, they're definitely going to be a sequel. There's no question about it. There's going to be a sequel for this game, and it will be coming out on PlayStation 5. And everyone just really enjoyed this game, and I'm glad that like superhero games will be continuing to thrive. And it's said it like multiple times. If you make a good superhero game, the game will sell. Spider-Man, like beforehand, wasn't selling as much as this one was because a lot of the Spider-Man games were not good. And PlayStation giving the big budget, that game deserves, and given the time needed to make the game, and not saying, hey, you need to change this story part around and not do that risk you're going to take. They could have said that, but they don't. They don't interfere with any of that. Is it going to make the game better? Then do it. Like, that's how Sony operates. They will not, go and interfere with creative, with the creative, realms for the video games. It's just they want to give developers the freedom that they want, and I, commend Sony for doing that. But Jig, what do you think about Spider-Man and breaking all the records and doing all this?
I mean, what would you expect me to say, Dad?
I don't know, man. Did you expect it to do this?
Yeah, I did. It's Marvel and it's Spider-Man, which is a really loved character, and if you do it right, it's gonna do numbers. And they did it right. I mean, at first when I first saw it, I wasn't hyped for it because Spider-Man. But as the more I saw, I'm like, it actually does look fun, does look good. And I played it, and I was like, yeah, this game is amazing.
Yep. Inspector, what do you think about this?
It's great. I'm happy to see it succeeding, and it's crazy that it's doing that big of numbers.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Sentry? What do you think?
Spider-Man? Okay, it's good. Yeah, I'm not going to sing. I thought I was. No. I'm not doing it.
I mean, you could be like hard-headed and sing.
Oh, fuck with old. Never mind. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I laugh when that stuff happens and it like pops up on the streams. But I guess we could talk Shadow of the Tomb Raider because, oof. I went, was it 5? Yeah, it's 5, I believe. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is 5. It's not good, I think. I mean, it's decent numbers for Tomb Raider. I think we found out it did better in terms of sales for Rise of the Tomb Raider, but it wasn't as high as the original Tomb Raider, which in Square's mind is a big failure. And having that price decrease also kind of shows it as well. But for me, it is what it is for Tomb Raider. I just don't think Tomb Raider is going to be on the increase anymore. And the reason why it did so well, comparative, if we're comparing it to Rise, is because Rise was legit on one platform, and it was on the Xbox platform. And we all know Xbox don't support their... No, I'm sorry. That was just a joke. But
no, they actually really don't. That's not even a joke. It's fucking annoying. We got this game, then when it comes out, they don't buy it.
Just true. So true.
Yep, and
as much as I hate fucking what's that game, Record? I bought that.
Record, yeah.
I spent my hard-earned money on that whack game.
Whack game.
Hold on, I'll say it like this: the Xbox and I'm not trying to be dismissive of Xbox or anything like that. It's just when it comes to that fan base, when it comes to the games that they buy, the games that they consume, the content they consume, they talk a big game but don't support the shit they're supposed to support. So when it doesn't get a sequel or they claim they love it, the numbers don't support that claim.
Facts.
So it just leads into a feedback loop of, oh, I want this, but I can never get it. Just like perfect example of fact. When it comes to Japanese games, people on Xbox get upset that they don't get games like Final Fantasy or they don't get games like fucking Kingdom Hearts. It's like the numbers support and show that you guys don't buy that content. You don't like that content. So why would I make a port if I know it's not going to sell?
Yeah, I feel it. But do you guys think that this Tomb Raider game might be put on ice?
Tomb Raider, after this one, like the trilogy's done. If anything, it's probably definitely going to get put on ice. I don't know what I think a lot of people like bring back old lore, and I'm like, in this climate, in this day and age, it's not going to work.
Yeah, it's not. I agree with that.
So they have to find something new to do with her. And in terms, if they were to do another trilogy or another series, I would want them to. There's a lot of things you can do, and I feel like there's a lot of stuff they didn't do. I think the first game of the newer games was perfect in terms of what it was meant to be, and I think that everything after that was a misstep. But hey, it is what it is. At least they made money off of it.
Yeah. What about you, Inspector? What do you think about this news for Tomb Raider being on the 5th best-selling game on MPD?
Yeah, I think since this trilogy is over, I just think they're going to put it on ice for a while, kind of like they did with Deus Ex.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Not good, but I bet Eidos isn't satisfied, or whoever the publisher is.
I mean, they weren't satisfied what Square Enix did to them with Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Shoot, I wasn't. I was pissed off about that shit, but that's a topic for another day. I think that is it for Shadow of Tomb Raider talk. I'm trying to see if we have any other game news that I completely
damn well we don't. Well, other than the Jay Ramis stuff, we really don't.
Yeah, I mean, I know that I didn't read it, but I know Jason Schreier put out an article about Rockstar. Pretty sure that was like today.
Yesterday.
Or no, yesterday. I haven't read it. I've only heard about things. So I can't really speak on that because I didn't read it. It's supposed to be a long read, right? For the article.
So, say that again because you lied for me.
Oh, sorry. I was saying that that article is a long read, right? I didn't get to look at it yet.
Yeah, it's pretty much. Too long didn't read it for you. Basically, he got interviews with people that work there currently, people that used to work there, and it's basically the culture of the company is of such that crunch is kind of mandated. They don't really want to talk about it in the way that you think. They kind of talk about it in the ways that's very kind of, I don't want to say mischievous because that's not the right word. It's very secretive. That's the word I'm looking for. It's secretive, just like how Rockstar handles stuff. They claim that they don't do things, but then you get things that contradict each other from different people, different studios. It's a whole. There's a lot of things about it that rings as Rockstar is very. The culture there is toxic as fuck, pretty much, and it starts at the Hauser brothers and then works its way down. So there's one part, and I recall this like verbatim, where they said that you would like if one of the Hauser brothers was in town, if not both of them, they would call you into work so you could look busy. You didn't have to. You could be done with it, whatever you're supposed to be do. You just had to be there to show that you were putting in the time, quote unquote.
Yeah, so they were just trying to, I guess, look super busy and doing other things other than.
That sounds like a dumbass company. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. Like, we making money. and you're making good games. So it's like, I don't give a fuck what you do, bro. As long as you're doing like me good money and you're like the products you're putting out, nobody's complaining that they're bad. I don't care. So it's like that to me, that just sounds like a fucking idiotic. Like anybody who does it seems like a douchebag. Like think they're more important than they really are. Like I hate people like that.
I mean, but the problem with that is the Hauser brothers are pretty much the two most important people at Rockstar. Yeah. So, the issue with this is there's no culture of accountability there. There's no culture of, oh, you should be able to take this time off. Like there was reports of people who didn't have depression who came out of the development of the game having depression or drinking heavily. There's issues like this. Then there's one issue is like for example, they talked about how Max Payne 3 was damn near the whole entire creation of the game was crunch. And the game didn't sell well, so nobody really got a bonus. And this is the thing, most of these devs are relying on that bonus of like review bonus or performance bonus or whatever bonuses. So they have this money so they can either move on or do whatever. Like for them, it's about getting compensated and then thinking about what happens afterwards. There's reports of people not talking to their spouses for weeks at a time. Like there's that shit's in that article. It's disturbing to actually read. Yeah. There's even one part where he goes on about how they literally said, okay, this is the PR department. We're going to sit you down. You're going to talk with 3 studios at once over Skype. Think about that. So basically, you're gonna, no matter what, he was gonna have contradictory information. So it just sounds like Rockstar set it up to sound contradictory, so no one got anything out of it in the first place.
Man, it really be like that in these companies, bro.
Do we have anything else to add to it? I mean, it's kind of messed up. I think things need to be changed, but. I don't know if they will. That's the thing.
I doubt it.
And I think it's a lot of game companies that also do that too. So it's like, I have no idea whether or not that's just a big industry culture thing, that we don't really know about. That's my question for you guys. Like, do you think it's just Rockstar? Or you think it's a lot of other studios
I believe
like that?
That's like
it's more than Rockstar.
Norm, unfortunately. I feel like it's the norm.
It's more than Rockstar, but funny enough, the one company everyone hates doesn't have crunch like that anymore.
Wait, who? Ubisoft or EA?
Second one.
EA, oh man.
Activision?
Oh. Activision still has crunch, but the thing about Activision is you'll never hear anything about it because Activision studios don't really talk. They're like, if anyone's as closest to secretive as Rockstar, it'll be Activision because you don't really hear people who work there speak a lot about stuff.
Yeah, he ain't trash. I still hate them.
Understandable. Like, for example, and we can get off of this after this if you want. Up to you. I'm particularly like after I got called a hypocrite for saying some of the things I said about the 100-hour things and people coming to me, and I'm just like, if this is how you guys really feel about the situation, like, I'm not going to talk about it because it's obvious that segments of this community don't give a fuck about the people who make their games. So if they don't give a fuck, why should I give a fuck? It's that simple. So
I mean, you can give a fuck, just ignore what they saying and realize like they're a lost cause.
No, and I realize that, but at this point, it's like if you do not care about the people who make your games and if you feel a certain way, then please don't complain to these people. Please don't. There's no point in you because you don't give a fuck either way. There's no point of you. There's no point in you complaining because you've already made up your mind that you don't give a fuck about the people that develop your content, that make the games that you want to play. You've already said this.
What they shouldn't complain about is when the game come out buggy as fuck. Because it's like, yeah, the people who are making it are probably fucking so half dead that those bugs that they would have noticed if they weren't as tired, they can't notice it. Like, they slip by them because they fucking have tired as fuck, bro. Like, shut up.
Like, I'll just give some examples of what's happening in EA. So EA doesn't have forced crunch. DICE in particular, and I don't want to fuck up their name, so I'll come back to it later when I remember how to pronounce it right. So DICE actually has things where they send all their employee homes, like they call it focus time, where it's kind of like a form of crunch, but it's not, where they send all their employees home no matter when you start in the day. They send them all home at 5 p.m. They get snacks, food, whatever else they need. It's a very like weird way of doing crunch that I think is much more like, because like sometimes they'll just spend days crushing bugs, and it's like the way they talk about it, I'm doing a disservice because I don't remember the full entirety of what they said, so excuse me for that. But yeah, there's Critian or Critian, it's one or the other. They talked about how there's no real culture of crunch where they're at because of the way they set up their hierarchy of management, where it works down and how everything is set up, about how they allocate resources and all of that. So yeah, there's two different examples about how, as much as we hate EA, there's two companies under EA that don't really have a culture of crunch. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I guess we'll go into a next topic. It's a little bit of movie news. First is a very like small movie news. This is Friday the 13th. LeBron James in talks to produce a horror reboot. So LeBron James, Spring Hill Entertainment, and Vertigo Entertainment are in talks to produce a reboot of the classic Friday the 13th. THR has confirmed. And it's like, although the popularity and success of the Halloween sequel could be a factor for the interest in the Jason franchise, legal issues are partially at play. Last month, original screenwriter for Friday the 13th, Victor Miller, won a legal battle for the rights of the franchise. Although Miller was awarded the copyright, director and producer Sean Cunningham could still appeal, although layer is that it's unknown who holds the rights for the character of Jason. Vertigo, who produced Stephen King's It and Spring Hill, in the early stages for a Friday the 13th reboot. There's currently no director or writer on board. So, it makes me happy that it's being produced by Vertigo and Spring Hill are in the like early stages, because these are like, same companies that helped make it and help produce it. So I'm totally fine with that. We though have to realize there's a legal battle for Friday the 13th, so this movie may not happen at all, which is going to be hard at that point. But if it does happen and it sticks with these companies that the movie's going to be produced by, I think it will be fine. Hopefully it's good, because I think a lot of people want it after Halloween. I think a lot of people want some horror movies because we've been getting not many good horror movies, and Netflix is killing it, kind of. Like the Apostle movie and the Haunting of the Hell House like horror show. It's just like we haven't had like really good horror shows and movies for a while.
What if I told you that there was a sequel to the 2009 film that was supposed to come out a while ago that never came out?
Damn, I haven't know that.
And it was supposed to take place in winter, and Jason was going to have a coat.
Huh. That's interesting. Is it a fur coat?
No, it was just a coat. There was concept art, but yeah. I think the problem with I think this is the problem with Halloween works because Halloween with Carpenter and all those other people on board. The horror basing of that movie was more on the idea of fear more than the actual fear itself.
Yeah.
Whereas Friday, as much as I like Friday, and it's probably my favorite of the horror like genre in terms of how it was portrayed as a movie franchise, everything after Part 4 is kind of wild and wacky. And as much as I like that fact, it kind of takes away from it.
Mm-hmm. It kind of goes. It's kind of the same thing with Nightmare. Nightmare kind of like, but all those movies did. Like Halloween after 4 kind of went down.
Yeah. Yeah, they hit their low point, and that's just because of like cheap cash grab movies and like not actually hiring competent writers and directors.
Like the only Nightmare movies people like are 1 and 3. Mm-hmm. Like those are the only ones that are good.
That's true.
Well, Nightmare on Elm Street always had that problem, but hey.
I just think that these horror classics can still be brought back. It's just you need to have a good creative team.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Just don't give it to Platinum Dunes.
But that's it really for oh wait, no, Jigga. Wait, where is Jigga? Oh man.
I think his my Dukes had to get him.
Oh snap. That's
Either
cool.
that or his shit died. So yeah.
I feel that. Well, if Jigga comes back, Jigga comes back. I haven't realized he was gone. I was like, dude, it's a little quiet. But so I guess we can go into Wonder Woman. That it's been delayed. Originally, it was supposed to come out in November of next year. I just don't know when. November 1st. Yeah. November 1st. So we found this out from actually Gal herself, tweeted out, super excited to announce that thanks to the changing landscapes, we are able to put Wonder Woman back to its rightful home June 5th, 2020. Be there or be squared. And it has like a little poster with the font for, I'm assuming, Wonder Woman 84. I don't know if the italics for it's going to be the same, but I'm assuming it gives more insight as to maybe a potential poster and how that'll look. But other than that, my whole thought process is it because it's extensive reshoot, changing script, extensive rewrite. I don't know. I have no idea. Personally, I'm totally fine with them moving it. I don't know if it could be another movie that's near that time frame and they knew about it and they were just like, nah, we're just going to put it in a month it can
don't you know, Red Hood, it's supposed to be Flashpoint. So they're pushing it back. And they're also pushing it back because it can't compete with Captain Marvel, even though it's 8 months. Even though it's 8 months removed from Captain Marvel already in November. Man.
That's crazy. I already told you guys that I didn't care for that Captain Marvel trailer.
Grace Randolph. Shut up, Grace Randolph.
Man. Grace. Oh gosh. I don't care if it gets moved. I do think it gives it maybe breathing room, a lot more breathing room. And like last time I remember, June wasn't a big month. For Wonder Woman when it came out in June, I don't think any other movie came out in June, which would dominate that month. So I think it's a good month.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think that the numbers that Wonder Woman did that first time are not gonna happen if it's in June.
You don't think so?
No, there's certain times where you can release and film and it'll be okay. It's kind of the same for video games. That summer area of like, I want to say late May, June, July, and early August to a degree are kind of dead months where a lot of people don't watch anything. I'm not saying that it can't happen.
Really? Those are like the most popular months to go see movies.
Like I'm basing that off of what I recall of box office for the last couple of movies. I'm not basing that just off of Wonder Woman. I'm just thinking about that little area of time. Sometimes shit just doesn't go right for certain movies, and I hope that's not the case.
I mean, they said this about like February movies and even January movies. Like I think if it's a big enough and a good enough movie, it will like dominate those months. Like, what was it? Split. People said that movie was going to not do well at all January, and it dominated that month. Like it straight up dominated that month, and they're still going to put it in the same month. And like
Black
even
Panther made $1 billion, and that came out in February.
So I'm saying like it depends on films, and I think Wonder Woman is one of those films that they can dominate that month.
Yeah, I think I don't know what that was.
Botting over here.
Yeah.
Jigabot? Oh, Lord.
You're botting.
Optimus
Jigga come back out.
Yeah. I think it was smart for them because the DC movies aren't really like, I would say, the most consistent franchise, and putting in November, even though it's a month removed from those movies, it would still have to compete with Frozen and Star Wars 9. So I think it was. I
didn't know when Frozen was supposed to come out.
Frozen comes out in December, around Christmas time.
Oh, okay.
They really made a sequel to that, huh?
Yeah. Well, the first one made a bunch of money, so.
Will they steal another song though? That's the question.
Deadpool. The question is, will Well, John Travolta mispronounced another name.
Oh.
I think he had the answer to that then.
Yeah, but I think it was a smart move. I think putting it in June because the first one made a big bucks in June throughout the summer, and I don't know like any movies that are coming out
That's what I'm saying.
in the summer of 2020. And
Yeah.
I also think that November was always a weird place to put Wonder Woman. Like when they even announced the name, like November. But at least I would say the most stacked month would definitely be probably like April and May of next year, just because like within the whole month of April you have Shazam, Hellboy, and Avengers 4.
Yeah, I think one of the like
Hellboy's gonna move. There's no way Hellboy's gonna keep that date.
this is the problem. It's like there's a lot of movies I want to see, and we're not like other people. We can go see those films, all those films. And I said this like during when Spider-Man: Homecoming, Dunkirk, and Planet of the Apes. Like I loved all those movies, but I knew that those movies weren't going to fully get the money that was intended or that they were thinking originally, because those movies cannibalize themselves. Like not cannibalize, they take away money from each other, and they're not going to get the full earnings if they were in a different like month or so that wasn't that crowded.
Yeah, even with Wonder Woman, it got moved up because it was competing with Transformers. And even though Transformers made the least money of the entire franchise, it still made a lot of money.
Yeah.
So.
I feel that. Jigga, you're not botting anymore, right?
I don't know.
Oh, snap.
Am I still botting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're Crackly.
Crackle.
Jigga Farmers. Chicago is in disguise.
Jigga, I don't know if it's a mic, like a cable, or if it's just the internet. But my question then, do we know when Shazam is? Is it early April or
April 5th?
April 5th.
And I think Hellboy is 2 weeks later, and then
Hellboy does have to move, I think.
Yeah, then Avengers 4 is I think April 28th or 29th.
Yeah, because they were supposed to be in May, right? Avengers was supposed to be in May.
They pushed it up.
Then they pushed it up, like
Avengers, just like the Avengers
War. Yeah.
I don't know why they did that. I think they like it better in April. Maybe it's because my finals aren't that bad, because my finals are usually in the first week of May, so I'm kind of good with that type of stuff, that them having on the last week of April. But other than that, do we see Hellboy? Do we think though somehow, maybe some way, how are we feeling though with Shazam's earnings? Like, do we think it's going to make a lot of money? Do we think it's going to be decent? Or
I don't expect it to be like a huge hit. Like probably like 700.
Do you think it'll be like around Ant-Man?
Yeah, I would say around Ant-Man or Doctor Strange.
No, I disagree.
Level.
Hold on, what are we talking?
Botting again, bro.
Those to me.
What is this Jigga? Jigga, go back to the Jigga. Go back to the Jigga machine and give me a new one.
Give me the real Jigga. Wait, did you like turn it off and turn it back on? The PC? Oh, dude, he left.
Yeah, but Shazam, Hellboy. I'm gonna keep it real. I think Hellboy's getting sent out to die on purpose.
Yeah,
I don't think they changed that date.
I think they should. I mean, I'm gonna see it no matter what.
They should, but I don't think they will.
They should just put it where Dark Phoenix is gonna be.
Was that June? Wasn't it June?
Yeah.
June.
Hey man, I watched both of them, so
I think everyone's gonna see that just off of the fact that it's like, oh, it's the last X-Men movie. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? I think that's it. I mean, Jigga was gonna say something. I don't know what he was gonna say, but it's gonna be something.
This is what happens when you piss off Unicron.
Oh man. I guess we can ask him when he comes back what his thoughts are on thoughts for it. Very like interesting set of news with regarding to Netflix and Del Toro that he's gonna co-direct a stop-motion animated Pinocchio film, which
Lit.
is
I'm about it.
interesting. So this will be his like first feature deal to direct since The Shape of Water, which he won Best Director, and the film won Best Pictures at the Oscar. As with Del Toro's other films, his version of Pinocchio will be a much darker version. The director has taken inspiration from Grimley's original designs drawn from Carlo Collodio's 1883 novel, The Adventures of Pinocchio. Del Toro has written the script with Over the Garden Wall and Adventure times Patrick McCall, and will be co-directing with Fantastic Mr. Fox's Mark Gustafsson. Production will begin this fall and will be a musical set in Italy during the turbulent 1930s. This collision of innocence in a political environment of repression and growing fascism is reminiscent of the construct of his Oscar-winning Pan's Labyrinth, a spectacular fable set in the backdrop of fascist Spain in 1944. No art form has influenced my life and my work more than animation, and no single character in history has had as deep of a personal connection to me as Pinocchio, Del Toro said. In our story, Pinocchio is an innocent soul with an uncaring father who gets lost in a world he cannot comprehend. He embarks on an extraordinary journey that leaves him with a deep understanding of his father in the real world. I've wanted to make this movie for as long as I can remember. After the incredible experience we have had on Troll Hunters, I'm grateful that the talented team at Netflix is giving me the opportunity of a lifetime to introduce audiences everywhere to my version of these strange puppet turned real boy. And I'm totally down for this. Del Toro has always made good movies. I haven't watched Shape of Water, though. I may when I have the time, or if I really want to go see it. But I'm fine with it. I think this is a big win for Netflix for getting Del Toro to make this. And I would like to see his interpretation, this dark interpretation of Pinocchio. Even I think, though, what the Adventures of Pinocchio is also supposed to be dark. A lot of these Disney films are based on short stories that are actually really, really dark, and they make a better light version of it. But what about you, Sentry? What do you think?
Del Toro, instant watch. What do you mean? There's nothing more I need to hear.
You think it's a big W for Netflix?
Hell yeah. What kind of question is this?
I'm just saying. What about you, Inspector? What do you think?
Cool. I guess.
What about you, Jiga? If you're still here, right?
Am I still Biden?
A little bit,
so.
but
oh my god, what the fuck is
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh man, it's trash. I don't know anything about him, so I can't say. Oh man.
Now he also made Hellboy.
I don't know. Actually, those movies are pretty good. I did like them. But yeah, I don't know much about him, so.
Oh yeah, I know you wanted to say something about the Wonder Woman, date being put to June of 2020.
Oh no, I actually had no opinion about that. I was talking about the what's that other guy, Shazam?
Yeah, Shazam.
That doesn't look good. Like when I watch trailers, like it doesn't make me like, oh, I want to see this. It's like I wait for it to come out on DVD or some like
Netflix or some shit.
Yeah, it's really looking like that for me.
Yeah, no, everyone gets their feelings for things. Like I got that feeling for Ant-Man and the Wasp. Like I'm probably gonna see it in Redbox because I think it came out in Redbox. I just haven't had the time or desire to go see Ant-Man and the Wasp. And that's how I'm feeling right now with Captain Marvel with the first trailer.
Facts. I agree with that too.
Well, that's just me. So I guess we can then go into just a quick thing to talk about. Did everyone see the new costume for Spider-Man Far From Home?
No, I saw the sub pictures. If you're talking about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that and I think he was on Jimmy Kimmel
No,
promoting like.
I didn't see Jimmy Kimmel. I don't watch
That's,
Jimmy Kimmel.
I saw it. It looks okay.
It's it's interesting. I think it's still like the same essence of what the Spider-Man thing was. It's just a white like outer line of the spider symbol on his chest, and it's like darker blue / black, and on the back it's a white spider. I like it. I think it's good for me, at least. I thought it looks better than a couple other costumes that have been shown out now. But yeah. Quick thoughts, Jiga. Did you see the costume or?
I'm looking at it now. It looks okay. Like I have no problem with it. Like Spider-Man to me really hasn't had like a really, really bad suit so far to me. Like other superheroes like fucking Superman, his costume bad. Batman just cool. Like there's certain superheroes like no matter what they wear is as long as it stays true to like basically the character, it will be like a good suit.
Okay. Essentially, you said it was okay.
It's okay. I mean, my favorite Spider-Man like costumes are always the ones where he's part of a different group. So his best costume to me is still his Future Foundation suit, which is black and white. So yeah, well, white.
I like that suit too.
That's probably his best suit, like of any suit he's ever worn. So when we get Fantastic Four, then I'll give a shit. Till then, and I don't care.
Spectre, you say it was okay?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Okay. Next, Halo. And no, we're not talking about the video game.
Boo!
We're not talking about the video game here, guys.
Boo!
Halo Showtime series begins filming in Budapest in 2019. Principal photography is set to commence in early June. The first season of the Halo live-action Showtime television series is set to begin shooting in Budapest, Hungary in 2019. As reported by Production Weekly, principal photography will commence sometime in early June. No other details were given, but nearby natural areas like, oh my gosh, here we go, Dunebe Ipoli National Park and Dunebe River could serve as fitting shooting locations for the show.
This ain't your forte, though.
Listen. I don't know, dude. I don't live in
news.
Hungary.
Castlevania Season 2 comes out on Friday.
Oh yeah, dude.
On Netflix.
Like it's getting good reviews so far. I've seen
as it should. But however,
it should. I mean, we haven't seen it though, Sentry.
However, in all things, still fuck Konami.
I mean, sure. This is the only good thing they're doing with Castlevania.
This is the only thing they're doing with Castlevania. What?
Yeah. No, technically they're doing pachinko machines for Castlevania.
Oh my god, bro, get out of here!
If I'm keeping it a buck, that's all they're doing. Metal Gear. Besides that, yeah, we're not talking about that game.
Trash.
What I'm talking about, Survive, dude.
Yeah, trash.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. They just make pachinko machines.
Pachinko machines
of everything.
I hope they go out of business and somebody buy all the IPs.
I do want to do a little tidbit of saying, no, Death Stranding is not Metal Gear Solid. I've been seeing a lot of theories picking up that this game is related to Metal Gear Solid. No. Kojima does not own the rights for Metal Gear, Solid, sadly.
But I mean, he could do like one of those things where it's like, it's not quotations connected, but we all know it is.
I don't know. I don't think dude. Kojima has always wanted to get away from Metal Gear for a while.
He didn't really want to make 5 in the first place.
Oh, we can tell.
Here's the thing about Kojima. He may not want to make something, but once he's making
it's always good.
No, once he's making it, he puts his all into it.
Good. I don't know if we can say good, bro.
What?
Hold on, Jigga. This is my problem with y'all who say that. Anyone with common sense knows that half of that game, that more than 1/3 of that game is missing.
Exactly.
And we know for a fact that when he was taken off the project, that he was working on that 1/3. So I can't get mad at him knowing full well that if he wanted to finish the game, He couldn't have. You can't finish something if somebody takes you away from it.
That would have been a lot better experience. It would have been a longer experience and better experience. And all the plot threads would be interconnected with each other going into Metal Gear and Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Oh man, y'all got it, dog.
Jigga, have you even beaten any other Metal Gear Solid games?
Oh man, yes I have.
Which one?
I believe it was 2, I think.
And let me guess, you ain't played no other ones.
Nope.
That I don't even know. I don't even want to talk to you no more.
Oh man, you got it, dog.
I'll give you credit for the one you beat, though.
I do have to ask you guys your opinion on the Halo show, even though supposedly Master Chief's supposed to be a protagonist in the show.
How, Sway?
What do you mean, how?
I mean, how, Sway? As I said, how?
Oh, man. They're saying Master Chief will be one of the multiple protagonists in the show.
Unless the show is canon, I don't care.
Is it like it doesn't tell me whether or not it's canon.
I'm pretty sure it's got to be canon.
Let me look. Canon. Okay. Not long after we found out that Master Chief will be one of the multiple protagonists in the show, telling a new story but respecting the franchise's canon.
Okay, so I don't care. Never mind. Let's move on.
Oh man. Okay, Jacob, what do you think? You think this is a boo?
No, it's not a boo. It's more of a yeah.
Nah.
Like if I hear like you get good reviews, I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Because supposedly it's 10 episodes, gonna be an hour long each.
Like they had released something, I think it was on Netflix or somewhere. It was like a Halo fucking oh my god, what is it? I can't even speak.
Forward Unto Dawn.
Yeah, that. Like I watched some of that, and it was pretty good. I mean, I wasn't into it because like I'm not really that big of a Halo guy.
Shout out Strat.
Oh man, shout out to Strat.
Strat. Oh man, that dude ducking me on Forge. I can't say anything right now because he ain't here.
Oh man, but you ducking me in Forge.
Oh boy,
you trash.
Ducking me.
Ducking me.
I'm trash, but everybody ducking me. Oh man, you got it, bro.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Jacob got a point there. But Inspector, what about this Halo show?
Nah. I'm not a big Halo guy.
Oh, dude, I'm having that temptation of singing Halo.
I feel like Halo needs to step away from the fucking video games. I feel like they've done all they can into the video games. Like, start making like movies and TV shows and shit. Like, I feel like they can.
You can't. That's how you sell Xboxes. You need Halo.
Yeah, I'm talking with Halo. The problem is that the point is it's been oversaturated to the point where I don't think there's. Once you hit that, like,
and my thing is, like, it doesn't like
Halo 4, people stop caring.
My thing is, there could be an oversaturation, but the thing is, like, we've had also games with PlayStation. I think what they've done well with PlayStation, they don't have the main focus on set video games, even though some of the set video games have a lot of games to them. It's not a focal point. It's always they always have new IPs, and Xbox just focuses on three single, like, you know, those three same IPs, and that's what makes it
tired of movies, though, bro. How you get tired of a movie? Oh man. Oh man, nobody get the joke. Y'all spooky.
Yeah, no, I got the joke.
Oh man. But no, yeah, I really feel like they need to let Halo just take a back seat and let it chill for a while. Like, make it a new Halo when you come up with an idea like this could really revitalize the series and make it into something great. That's when you come out with it. Like, I feel like they just make games every year, just like, we got to make another Halo, and it's like, no, make a game when you have an idea that could be a really good game.
Yeah. I guess we could talk about Castlevania. Listen, Castlevania, I just found out that the creators, well, the people that are making the cartoon for Castlevania made Very Odd Parents and Adventure Time.
That's weird.
I didn't realize that shit.
Why?
And they go into making this.
Adventure Time is actually. Go ahead.
I thought the main producer did like the Power / Rangers and all that stuff. That's the main producer. Adi Shankar. He did all those.
I was watching a video saying
dirty.
like what the people that are making this show, what they've also made, and because I think it was a video of why the villains of Castlevania are so good, which is a good video in of itself. But like he was showing like pictures of like these are the shows that they made. I could be completely wrong, but that's what I'm basing off of all of the video. But it's getting good reviews. Netflix is killing it right now.
No, they're not.
Well, okay, man.
They canceled Luke Cage. They're not killing nothing.
We'll talk about it. Chill. But I'm saying in terms of reviews, The Haunting the Hell House got raving reviews. Supposedly Bodyguard. Rob Stark, R.I.P. to you. The actors in that show is a British show, but it's on Netflix. Got really good reviews. Sabrina, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, is getting really good reviews, and as well as Daredevil. Like Netflix is going into like they're kicking, like they're killing it with their service, and this is why. Also, I don't like. I don't have cable anymore, so I'm with HBO, Netflix, and Hulu.
I thought you was about to say Skinamax, and I was gonna be like, you canceled.
Nah, but what do we think about Castlevania? Are we hyped? It's this Friday, correct?
Yeah.
No.
I love the first season. It was cool.
Yeah.
All the hype. What do you mean?
All the hype. What about you, Jigga?
I haven't even watched the first season, so I'm not hyped.
It's only 4 episodes. You can just
20 minutes episodes too. Like you need to, Jigga. It's so good. Is that a no?
It's a no from Jigga Dog.
Oh man, guys, let Jigga know that he needs to watch Castlevania in the chat. But I guess we can talk Luke Cage.
Shit canceled.
Got canceled. Now I do want to do a rant, a little bit of a rant, and then we go more deeper into Luke Cage and why probably is canceled. But Luke Cage got canceled. Netflix said that they canceled it. They were very proud. Netflix and Marvel very proud of what they've done, and that was it. Then there was a report coming out that Netflix and Marvel were having creative differences on Luke Cage, and they got canceled. Now we got theories. I've seen many people state this, and I don't think they realize that Disney has stated multiple times, and they keep saying this as fact, that Disney Disney, and I'm saying Disney, in air quotes, canceled it. Not Netflix, but Disney, which isn't the case, because Netflix came out with a statement saying that they own the show rights, that they could cancel whenever they feel like it, because they paid a lot of money for those shows. And people are like, oh, because it's going to Disney streaming. No, it's not. Disney has stated multiple times that they will not have rated R movies, that they will not have mature audience titles for their streaming app. The most you're going to get is a TV 14, PG 13. That's it. Nothing else. I've been seeing this in multiple media outlets, multiple YouTubers saying that it's definitely going to Disney streaming. Oh, it's because of Disney streaming. Oh, it's because of Disney. No, it's not. Now, my own thing as to why Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Iron Fist, I think, there wasn't much buzz about Iron Fist season 2. I only watched the first episode, and I haven't watched the rest. I haven't watched Luke Cage season 2. I haven't watched Jessica Jones season 2. I haven't gotten around to it yet. But my thing is this: Iron Fist got canceled because critical reception wasn't there at the beginning, and then this could have caused some people not wanting to watch this. Understandable, because Scott Buck ruins everything. But put that to the side, we could ultimately guess that Iron Fist didn't do the numbers Netflix hoped. And we're not going to know because Netflix never reveals their numbers for their shows. So we can safely assume, and that's why I put assume, because we don't know for a fact that it is because of ratings for Iron Fist. Now we go into Luke Cage. Critically, a lot of people love season one's first half, second half. People didn't care for it. I was in that camp. Love the first half. Cottonmouth, so good, really good. And then the second half, it became very cartoony with the new villain. And season 2, I haven't watched Bushmaster. What I gathered, people really liked Bushmaster, and people think Danny Rand was the best version of Danny Rand was in Luke Cage season 2. Now, Luke Cage, could it be that a lot of people just didn't watch season 2? Maybe. I don't think so. I don't think that's the reasoning. Some people think so. I don't. Do I think that Netflix was just about the creative differences? Possible. It could be that, and Marvel just didn't want to give in, and Netflix is like, all right, we're going to cancel it because you guys aren't listening to us. That could be a thing. Or because of Iron Fist being canceled, they were like, because, if we combine these two shows and make a Heroes for Hire, we get to basically save more money. And that's what I'm personally thinking that's what I am thinking. I don't know for a fact, because people like to twist people's words. I'm not saying that for a fact. This is what I think Netflix could do, make a Heroes for Hire show. A lot of people like that dynamic between Luke and Danny. And I think that could be a possibility as well. Do I think it was wrong for Netflix to cancel? I know people are upset by it. I know Jigga was upset by it.
I'm not upset by
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're buying again.
He's
shit.
That
Mega
fucking-
Jigga's returned. Everyone
I'm
run.
out, bro. Fuck
Dude, Netflix is like, nah, man. Can't have this guy talk.
Wait a minute. Why would Netflix shoot him instead of you? They should have caught you.
Me?
Yeah, shoot him. We're talking shit.
I didn't talk shit. Well, what did I say talking shit?
You over here telling Netflix what they should and should not cancel. I heard you.
I didn't say. I said some people think. I never said.
Hey, that's enough for Netflix. Fuck you mean?
No, man. But for me, I said what I said. Heroes for Hire, I think, might happen. But essentially, what do you think about, I guess, Iron Fist and Luke Cage? Why do you think it's done? Do you think you believe people shouting that it's 100% going to Disney streaming app, or you think Netflix owns the rights to these shows because they've stated that, and I think like some sort of like statement that they own those show rights?
I think if anything, if they're gonna show up again, they'll probably be on Hulu due to the fact that Disney owns them. And also, no one knows the details of these deals. We just know that they had a 5-thing deal. So that means 5 different properties they had the rights to make movies to: Punisher, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Luke Cage. That's the 5. These 5 do not go past that. That means there's no combination, anything that would comprise of doing something different. 2 of the 5 are now gone, so that leaves 3. One, we know one is greenlit for a second season, one is greenlit for a third season. The other one's pretty much greenlit for what, fourth season?
Yeah, because Eric Olsen's basically, and Vincent D'Onofrio are saying that season 4 is very likely.
So it obviously came down to something going on with the numbers, and something else is at play. Iron Fist, a lot of people due to season 1 didn't watch it. Thank you, Scott Bucky, you fucking asshole. But season 2 was put pretty much back on track, and it actually ended on a note that actually set up a lot of cool things that could have been done. We'll never see that now, but it is what it is. So,
Hello.
Jigabut 9000, what's up, Jigabot 9000? How you doing?
Jigga, what is happening, bro?
You good, Chief?
They got him.
Netflix got him.
Netflix clapped them again. They should have shot you. Honest to God, I think a lot of people, they're caught up in the sudden cancellations to not think about things. So we have to think about what happened with these shows, public opinion of these shows. Of the set, those 2 were the most, in terms of like reception. Other than the first half of Luke Cage season 1, it was not looked on fondly. Same thing with the entirety of season 1 of Iron Fist. Defenders wasn't really looked at great. Like it just wasn't. So I think I'll say this: if you want to make the argument about a team up show, you can make it based off of Defenders because that's not in the contract. But at the same time, and the same point, there's nothing really you can do at this point.
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
Yep.
Still
Chico's
Biden?
alive. No.
So your replacement in here. Thank God.
Oh,
There's nothing really that. Honestly, I would say this: reserve judgment. See what they do. Then raise hell about it. No petition is going to make them bring it back. I don't think.
just combine those two into one show. Save money. Oh man.
Save money. I doubt they do.
Alright. Because if
You get
this is
fewer
like,
episodes for those shows, and
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
it will save money. And just to see if there's some interest. If not, then just completely cut them.
Yeah. That, or they're gonna have them on standby if they ever do a Defender season 2.
Yeah.
If anything, I have the suspicious, sneaking feeling that Jessica Jones is going to have a black man in her life against him.
And no, I don't want that.
You're probably going to have it whether you want it or not.
Because they're gonna be filming what for? They
Sure.
might do that.
Wait,
they
why-
might just show up in other people's shows. I wouldn't be surprised.
No, wait. Why did Jessica Jones get to continue? That season 2 was ass.
Because it
I don't
has
know.
the numbers.
The numbers, I guess.
Man, we need to see these. I need to see the numbers, but they need to show me something.
Netflix don't show no numbers.
They,
You know
hey,
how
man,
many? They would have to show a lot of numbers for these.
They-
I don't,
hold on,
I don't
Jacob.
care about those. I just want to see Jessica Jones and compared to Luke Cage.
But
and
then
Iron
people
Fist.
are gonna then make an argument that they
No,
want to
I
see
don't
the
know.
other
Fuck.
numbers.
No, I don't. Just show me, bro.
What?
Netflix. If you listening,
Hold on.
just show me them numbers. Netflix. Fuck everybody else. I'll keep it to myself.
Hold on,
I just
Jigga,
want to see
they-
them numbers, bro.
Understand this. They've showed no one these numbers. I don't even think shareholders know those numbers.
Look, I don't care about the shareholders. I'm Jigga. I'm better than them. Okay.
Jigga, but you have no money. You have no monetary interest in them. You ain't paying them. You
But
ain't
I
supporting
have,
that
I
company.
have something called an. Wait, I do support them. What you talking about?
What, a Netflix account? You ain't a
Yes.
stockholder, motherfucker.
Hey, I don't care. I still
You
support
not
them.
investing
I'm
capital.
a value customer, sir. Shut up. I'm a value customer.
What's here?
Valued
What's here?
Customer?
What's here?
I don't know.
You
$12.
at the
I meant the $12
$11 tier, so you a
Dude,
basic.
I'm on the
Shut up.
highest tier, bro. I got more say than
You
you.
Look,
about-
my
hold on,
$12 a month helps them. Okay, so they
Help someone what, Jigga? What exactly? You not investing capital, big fella.
Yeah, dude. You do realize they're having to spend so much money now with their. I think they're getting their own like studio lot in Mexico. Is it Mexico or something like that?
No, I think it's New Mexico if I recall. But
Yeah,
I could
that's
be-
what I'm saying. It's like a lot of money they're spending for that thing too, so they don't have to keep renting out places.
all right, Keaton, I'm just gonna take my $12 back then. Oh man, since I'm not
And go
important.
where with it, Jigga? Shut up.
Haters.
Yeah, wait a minute. You
some-
got Castlevania and all these
y'all
other
some
shows
haters,
coming
bro.
out.
They don't need my $12 like y'all saying. Now I'm just a fucking poor $12 person who opinions mean nothing. Oh
I
man,
don't know, dude. They got like Netflix again. It's a lot of fucking content right now. So it's
Yo,
like,
Jigga, hit Netflix up when you willing to give them $1 million worth of capital investment. Hit them up then.
I would never do that, bro. What you talking about?
Oh, then yeah, your opinion don't matter, motherfucker.
facts. All right, so we're gonna ask Inspector, what do you think?
I just want you to know, y'all are terrible business people.
business.
Y'all
Huh?
treat y'all
I never
No,
said I
no,
was
y'all
terrible,
gonna treat-
but
y'all
I,
gonna treat
I
y'all-
think
No.
I'm a better business person than you.
Yo,
Y'all
Red
gonna
Hood.
treat y'all customers like shit and they ain't gonna have none.
Wait, how is Netflix treating
Red
you
Hood
like
and
shit?
No,
North
I'm
Hill.
talking about y'all.
Hold on, Red
How
Hood.
am I?
and-
How
hold
am
on,
I?
Red Hood and Northam. Inspector he needs to be asked a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, Inspector, what do you think about this? Like, what is your thought process on Luke Cage, Iron Fist cancellation? What Netflix is gonna try and do or not do?
I mean, it sucks for those shows. I didn't really get into them that much. Like, I didn't watch Iron Fist because of Scott Buck, and I didn't get around to watching all of Luke Cage. I only watched the first episode. I'm like, this was okay. It didn't really grab me, but it was
Mhm.
fine. They might do a Heroes for Hire show, but I don't know. Might just show up in other shows.
Yeah. My thing is, if they do that, like it's easier to say like who's gonna show up for who, like Luke Cage with Jessica Jones, but other than that, I don't know like how Iron Fist would show up.
Well, he'll show up and he'll say he's the immortal Iron Fist.
Oh man,
and he'll just go off screen.
Yeah, that'd be too much for me, man.
I'm the immortal Iron Fist, defender.
Wait, before we get off that, I thought I was going to not like when they that one person left, but actually I kind of didn't mind not having them there. I mean, I'm not trying to spoil enough for anybody who didn't watch it, but y'all should know who I'm talking about.
Wait.
Oh man!
Wait, what show are we talking about?
All of them.
All of them.
That person who left, like, usually be in every show, like, hey, I'm here. You
need
something.
Yeah. Well,
when
they left because of a couple, like.
But no, when I heard she was leaving, I was like, oh man, I'm not gonna like that. But actually, not having her there has been like.
She kind of got annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it's kind of refreshing not having her here.
Like, she was a downer in season 2 of Daredevil, to be honest.
Karen?
No.
Night Nurse.
Yeah,
there you go.
There you go. Like, she was a big downer. Like, I was like, just stop it. Like, I know you're gonna complain about like Matt should stop being Daredevil, but it gets annoying at times.
Well, you don't want to see your friends hurt themselves and they don't listen to you.
Well, my thing is, Foggy was doing it better than her, I think. Where I was like, okay, I understand Foggy's point, but
yeah,
she doesn't really have a say.
It's sad that I found both of them very grating and annoying, but I found Elektra to be just too much of an enabler. It's like you got those friends and you have an addiction, they're really trying to help, and then your girlfriend's like, keep doing it.
Hey,
like,
man.
Wait,
I'd rather listen to Elektra than the nurse.
I'm getting sick and tired of you and this shit.
Hey, man.
No, I actually like Foggy.
I'd rather listen to Elektra than Karen, because I can't stand Karen.
Dude, exactly. Elektra, man.
Yeah,
I never said she wasn't attractive. I'm just saying that I'd rather not listen to her because she'll have me do some dumb shit with my life.
Well, I mean, he needs the Iron. I mean, not the Iron Fist, bro. Oh my god, he needs the Daredevil, bro. He needs it.
But you don't get shit else.
I mean, he's a great lawyer who could probably make a lot of money. Oh man,
but he worked pro bono though.
That's because he don't want. He likes helping people. Fuck people, bro.
Jigga can't be a lawyer in the Marvel universe. He gonna charge all them motherfuckers.
No, I would be that black dude who fucking working for the evil people, bro. Facts. I'm making all the money. I'm making all the bucks. I don't care if they're evil or not, bro.
You don't care? Oh,
we see Jigga in every panel getting his ass beat by every superhero.
Hey, they still gotta pay me, dog.
Jigga ended up in jail 17 times. Still get out.
Look at me like that, dog.
Lol.
All right, so we got one more thing to talk about.
Yeah.
And that is our, without spoilers, thoughts on Daredevil Season 3.
Oh, I haven't seen it, so I can't talk.
Yep, rip to the dream. But we'll have you, talk about it, once you're done with it or once.
Wait, I haven't seen it.
Yes, you have. What, Jigga, you have not seen it?
No, I'm joking. I've seen it.
Okay. I was gonna say, man.
Red Hood sound like he want to choke you just now.
Yeah, I was gonna get pissed.
Why are you pissed?
Why are you gonna be pissed at me and not him? Oh man,
I finished it.
No, I'm talking about the other guy who said he didn't seen it.
Listen. This man works at a restaurant. I give him some slack.
Oh man, it's spooky. How you know I don't work at a restaurant?
Jigga, I know your daily pattern. What?
Man, I could be delivering them pies, bro.
Pies.
At a restaurant. Oh man,
dude, you shouldn't be delivering pizza, man. People tend to get that job tends to get robbed a lot. So,
Jigga, the only person in Chicago not to get robbed delivering pizza. You know why?
Why?
Because he's super nice. He's super nice to everybody. He just says hello, how you doing? How's your day?
About nice, bro. They want that bag, even though that bag is like $3.
Also, the fact that Jigga doesn't carry change. He always has a nickel on him at all times.
All right, so I guess I'll start with my opinion on what I thought about Daredevil Season 3. Did I think it was the best season out of Daredevil? Did I think it delivered on the fight scenes? Did I think the villains were good? Short answer, yes to everything.
Nah, you bugging.
Let me talk, bro. And then maybe I'll do the same thing to you. But nonetheless, I thought it was really good. The fight choreograph scenes were very amazing. Like, it was amazing. It was top notch. There were a couple of them that I really enjoyed. And I think I just like put them on like repeat to rewatch it and stuff. So I was impressed with it. Nonetheless, Matt, yeah. When people say Matt is broken and Matt's on his lowest point, yeah, Matt's yeah, he's at his low point. Like I don't even blame him. I think I would act way worse actually, because the stuff he's gone through, I feel for the man, really do. Bombshell after bombshell, I was just like, yeah, man, life sucks for you, bro. And you just like, because of Defenders and stuff like that, like, man. But other than that, like Daredevil, like for his fight scenes, amazing. Wilson Fisk, I can't just say it, dude. Dude had great character development. He has developed into who he is now, for his persona as Kingpin, and I think that was really well handled. I think Poindexter really good, and his character development is getting to the point that I can't say to not have spoilers, but he's getting to that point where we will finally see who he is in later seasons. Karen, she had some interesting things that have happened to her. I really enjoyed Foggy's. I think everyone had a really fantastic arc. I do think in episode 10, that was the only low point for me, was in like the most of that episode. I was like, I know what they were trying to do with it, and everyone wanted to know her backstory, and I understood that, but I do think like the pacing went down a bit. But that was like my only issue with it. But other than that, for me, the show was always having me on the edge of my seat, always worrying about these characters living or dying. And I think that having really good dialogue and character interactions with good fight scenes and good pacing, besides that one hiccup in episode 10, like this for me was like the best like superhero television show for the season for me speaking. And if I had to do a ranking system, I go 3, 2, 1, like 3 being the best and 1 being the least best out of the bunch, even though I think 1 and 2 are still amazing in of itself. I think Daredevil has always had consistently good quality, and they try to do things differently, and they try to outdo themselves each season, and they try to take risk, and it pays off for them. And I feel like a lot of television shows should do that and not stay in this formulaic structure that many shows have. And I think, we were seeing that happen with shows like Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did that in like the first half of the season. That it was very formulaic. It didn't take risk and didn't captivate audience. And I really wish that many superhero shows will strive to do better, and hopefully Punisher will also do the same thing with season 2, because that like season 1 for Punisher was really, really good, and the writer being the writer from Hannibal, one of my favorite shows on television, and the writing was great, and hopefully they will take over the reins and do a good job with the Punisher. But Eric Olsen, I was worried initially when I heard him, because he only did The Man in the High Castle and some Arrow episodes. I was like, I don't know, man. I really enjoyed the showrunner for season 2 of Daredevil. I don't know how I'm going to feel, because he can ruin this. And it could be another Scott Buck situation. And if you really have tarnished Daredevil to the point where no one would like it, it's crazy, because you're at such a high point, and if you get somebody to bring it down to like Iron Fist level, like I think everyone would be pissed off at Netflix, but Eric Olson was the right man for the job. He brought out the best parts of Born Again, and he still made it his own story, and that's what I thought was great for him. And hopefully he will continue with season 4, and I trust him with doing a good job for season 4, and I will more than happily wait for season 4 and see what other risks that they can take. But nonetheless, for me, I give the season like around 9.5. I'm rewatching it again, and I'm still like enjoying it and just rewatching these like same fight scenes. Like I'm just like amazed by it. What about you, Senchi? You've watched it. What do you think?
Not better than season 1, but still good. Put in order 3. Well, 1, 3, 2. There we go. I almost fucked up my order.
All right, Jigo, what about you?
I have to go 1, 2, 3, bro. Like, I didn't. What I'm trying to say, how some of the fight scene, like the last fight scene, I really didn't like it. It was jump cutty, and I hate jump cuts. It kind of threw me. I don't know. I'm used to that show being like more streamlined with the fight scenes, and it was jump cutty, and it was like it was too much going on at one spot. Like, I get what they were trying to do, but it's like, yeah, I didn't like it. The beginning, I get why I didn't get why he was that depressed. Like, yeah, some shit happened and he lost somebody, and it was like, yeah, I get you being a little bit, but it just felt like he was just fucking down on himself for no reason at all. And I was like, I didn't get that. Overall, I would give it like a 7.8. Like, it was good, but I feel like they could have done some stuff better. Yeah, and I liked all the people they did. Yeah, I kind of agree. I didn't mind the backstory stuff, but I feel like they could have done it at a different part to make it more streamlined. But yeah, overall, it was pretty good.
But yeah, you guys should check it out. But they did show a big tease on what season 4 can possibly be, and I just can't wait to see some more Daredevil, and hopefully it doesn't take as long. But hey, man, if they want to get I think they should stick with the showrunner they have for season 3. Essentially, what would you say about that? You think that they should stick with the showrunner?
Whatever they can do to keep him, because the only reason they lost the other one is because he went to go direct a Star Wars movie, if I recall correctly.
No, he did a Pacific Rim Uprising.
Oh, okay.
No, that was season 1. That Stephen DeKnight.
No, Stephen DeKnight did season 2. Goddard did season 1.
No. Stephen DeKnight did season 1. Marco.
How about wait? Instead of arguing about it, go to the Wikipedia page.
Because the Defenders was also the same showrunners for season 2. I forgot who it was.
Dang it!
The Daredevil season 2 showrunners.
You could have just said Daredevil and it would have found it.
No, because there's different showrunners.
Yeah, and it would have gave you a list of both.
Petrie and Marco Ramirez were replacing DeKnight as showrunners for season 2.
Wait, did he do Spartacus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, no wonder why I like that. No wonder why I love him so much, bro. Oh man.
Yeah, saying he did season 2.
Yeah, I said he did season 2.
No, he did season 1, and Marco
Ramirez and
Marco Ramirez replaced him for season 2.
Yeah.
No wonder why I love season 1 so much, bro. Oh man, hey, shout out to Steven. That man lit.
Yeah, because Marco Ramirez and Doug Petrie were also the showrunners for the Defenders season 1.
You mean the only season?
Yeah. Hey man. Shout out to the Defenders. Hopefully they'll get another season.
No.
I don't know if they'll ever get one.
They probably won't.
I don't know what happened with that. It was decent. I didn't think it was bad.
once you hear like the stories about how they were finding out choreography like the day of filming, like I was like,
Wait, what? I
yeah,
didn't know about that.
yeah, that was a story. They were finding up shit day of, like they were not prepared to film that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, I think we have one more thing to talk about. Did you guys see whatever that thing is they're calling Bane on Gotham?
I saw.
I don't watch that TV show.
I don't either, but
I just saw the.
man, that is
That's something.
It looks
Huh?
like a mixture of the.
it looks like Dark Knight Rises Bane,
Dark
but
Knight Rises was
worse.
To compare it. Like a budget, I don't know. Like,
yeah, it looks really bad. Like it looks like he just got out of a hospital.
he looks like he's drugged up too.
Yeah. Well, Bane is drugged up anyway.
Well, Bane doesn't look like he's like addicted. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Bane like takes it. Like, yeah, he's
I
addicted,
know.
but he doesn't look like it in the comics.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
My boy on the greatest roids to ever walk the planet of the earth. What you mean?
The dude like looks like, yo, I'm gonna take these drugs and I'm gonna get super big. But my thing is, he doesn't look like he's an.
Oh, so like you read it?
Oh, I take Roy's, man. Oh man,
That's what I was told.
you were told wrong.
By who?
I don't know. Shoot.
Anyway, shout out to Bane.
Shout out to Bane. Bane did
Facts.
man. Yeah,
I mean, he whooped Batman's ass.
hey man,
Put
listen.
Batman in a wheelchair, bro.
Listen, he broke his back one time, and people have been talking about it ever since. One time he took a W, and
That's
y'all been talking about
one time too many, bro. You Batman, you can be catching L's like that where you break your back.
Listen.
Hold on, you must not realize Batman has caught a lot of L's in life.
Oh man,
Superheroes get L's. Like even Spider-Man got his ass whooped pretty
no,
bad.
Spider-Man never catches a L.
Spider-Man.
It's just a delayed W.
Hold on,
That's his whole character. He always takes L's.
Hold on,
No,
you do
it's
realize
a delayed W, bro.
Jigga, how do you rationalize that? And I'm about
It's
to
a
ask you this. No, it's not. You go, hold on, listen. Wait a damn second. Wait a damn. Hold on. Wait a damn second. Listen to what I'm about to say before you say it's a W. And I quote, is this girl cheating on him, having kids by another dude, and then having said dude kill said, well, he didn't even kill her. Having dude set you up to kill your girl. Is that a W? Is it?
It's a W, bro.
Get the fuck.
Look,
Jigga, you canceled.
see?
Jigga's get.
He got you to get rid of that thought, dog. She was a thought, and he was like, "Oh, you gotta get rid of her, bro." See, problem solved, dog. Hey, all thoughts must die, bro. Just saying.
She's not a thought. I don't want to hear.
Hey, she is a thought, but you cheat on the best man, Spider-Man, bro.
I think that the writer was.
I don't think the writer matters. She still sucked the dick.
She got a spray with that thought be gone, but and disappeared. Hey, Thanos snapped his finger, she disappeared, dog. Like, oh man.
At face value.
My man, Jigga is a real
Like, my thing is, how does Marvel be like? They read this and they're like, you know what? That's a good story, man. That's not gonna get fans angry. Like that doesn't make the characters sound out of place or going against their values and what they believe in. Like it just made no damn sense, and that ticks me off no matter what.
Oh man, that really grinds his gears.
No, it does grind my gears because that should never have happened.
Yeah, like you should like check the show writer. I mean, not show writer, manga writer. Like I said, manga. You should check the writer, and make sure he's not gonna fuck your character up. Have him looking like sideways.
Hold on, he knows who wrote that too. That's the reason he won't say anything. It's a certain old man.
Oh wait, Stan Lee wrote that?
Kinda. Not a.
Oh man, you spooky, Stan Lee.
Hey,
You're supposed to be the chosen one.
He is. He made all your favorite characters, son, bitch.
Nah, man, we don't know if he did that.
Who's your favorite Marvel character?
I don't really have one.
Yep.
Well, with you, then we can confirm he did not because you don't have one.
Like I like Daredevil, like Spider-Man. I like Iron Man. Don't like Thor. I just something about Thor I just don't like.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm Thor. I'm better than you. I mean, I'm a god.
I mean, he is a god.
He's a horse of God.
Like,
What do you want him to say?
oh, bow down to me, I'm a god. Like, shut up, bro, Thor. Get out of here. You got your ass by Hulk.
And who hasn't? Exactly.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man get clapped by that dude. Stop it.
It was a delayed W, bro.
A delayed W.
He came back and webbed him up, bro.
Okay, back on topic. Anyone gonna watch Gotham due to Bane being on the show?
No, definitely not.
No.
I was never interested in that show.
Oh wait, I completely forgot, guys.
Oh Lord, what you forget?
So we're having an Alfred TV show.
Oh what?
An Alfred TV show, like
I'm
Alfred
the damn
Pennyworth.
Podcast. Bye.
No, but what do we think about that?
No one's gonna watch it. I'll say it for all of us.
I disagree. I mean, I'm not gonna watch, but I feel like I don't know.
What is the show gonna be? Him picking out different types of tea? Wants to make Master Bruce? Wait.
No, it's gonna be young Alfred.
Yeah, it's young Alfred.
Oh, so
in the military or something like that.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't care.
So I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be hard sell for a lot of people to market wise. That's what I think, though.
I agree with that.
Big hard market to do. But what do we think about
Alfred? Was never that like. He was just basically just like the dude who's there for Batman. Like nobody really was like, man, Alfred's so cool. We gotta make a show about him. Like, but I don't know. Hey, maybe it'd be good, bro.
Maybe. I feel that. I guess. What about you, Inspector? You think it's gonna be good, or you think it's gonna be a hard sell for people?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a hard sell for people.
And
plus, it's on Epix, which is a station that no one really knows about.
Oh yeah, man, that's true. I don't even watch that place. So
I think it's owned. It's like I think it's owned by Showtime. But
yeah.
No one watches Showtime anyway.
No.
Hey man, that Halo show's on Showtime.
Oh man.
But I guess that's gonna be it. It wasn't that long of a podcast episode. If anybody has any other news to talk about, feel free to speak up or forever hold your peace.
Before we end, I was gonna say about that fucking, oh my god, what's his name again? Jesus Christ, the butler guy.
Oh,
Alfred Pennyworth.
Yeah, Alfred is like, I thought the same thing about Gotham. I thought that show would be like one season and done because like it's not about Batman, but it still did good, so they have a chance.
Well, it went from not being about Batman to being about Batman,
even though Batman's not in it.
Yeah,
it's just like, let's get all the Batman villains like Raish, Mr. Freeze,
Joker,
Poison Ivy, Joker, fake Joker. Who else?
Right.
Like,
my man has a title and they never use it.
Fish Mooney.
What?
You mean Will Smith's wife, right? Or
you mean Shokio's wife? Oh shit!
Oh god! Oh my god!
I forgot Shokio's wife was in this shit. Oh man, lit, yeah.
Oh my gosh! But no, I think that was it. Yeah, they did that shit. So it's like,
she was in the first 3 seasons.
My sister, and my mom watched that show, and they're like, "Hey, Red Hood, you want to watch this?" And I'm like, "No."
You didn't say that. You said that shit respectful, so he's like, "No, ma'am, I don't want to watch that."
I'm sure. I just walked upstairs. I was like,
lying ass, no damn way your mom was gonna get that belt.
Hey man.
Oh man, she got the strap.
Literally.
But I think that's it. So I guess we'll do our outros unless somebody got something to say. But
I do. You suck.
Oh man.
Hey, my PC sucks, bro. Hey, fuck you, PC.
Hey man, shout out to the PC. Shout out to Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out this Friday. I'll be,
Yeah.
I guess we'll do the outros. Guys, make sure, if you guys watching this as a video, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Make sure to comment below. Let us know.
Subscribe. Oh man.
subscribe, and also hit the bell notification. Also, comment below. Let us know if you agree, disagree with these topics, and who was right, who was wrong, who's a liar,
You
who's the
are.
worst gamer.
You
Whole
are.
PC trash. Mine
Yours.
is.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
facts.
And also make sure to go to my Twitch channel at RedHood420. We will be live streaming Red Dead Redemption 2 for a while Friday. Once I get done with my exam for chemistry and physics class, which will be in the afternoon for like actually because I don't have work Friday. That's crazy. So yeah, we'll be live streaming that for a bit, and then I'll be heading to Usual Suspects to be doing that episode as well. And also make sure to follow me on Twitter at RedHood240. And Inspector, where can they find you at?
They can find me on Twitter at the Inspector.
Mm-hmm. And anything you're writing articles or?
It's coming down the pipe. I'm busy with schoolwork and stuff, but
I feel
it should be probably in the next 2 weeks or so.
That's good to
1 or
hear.
2 weeks, yeah.
Jigga, where can they find you at?
Oh man, you can check me out on Twitch and Twitter, Jigga April. Actually, no, it's Twitter is Jigga April 1. And you can just let me do this again. You can check me out on Twitch and YouTube, Jigga April, and on Twitter. Oh my god, I suck.
You do.
Yeah, Twitter April. Oh my, I can't speak. Twitter Jigga 1 April 1. Oh man, just go to my Twitch and look in the bio, and it has all my places you can catch me. So,
You are struggling very, very hard with simple stuff.
Just go to Twitch Jigga April, and then you can find everything else down there. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Good try, dog. We're proud of you.
Oh man, shout out to brains. They don't work.
Essentially, where can they find you at?
They can find me wherever they find me. No, I'm joking. You can find me at Twitch and Twitter at CenturyXJ. Also, the Usual Suspects podcast, where we make very good content, very different content, such as debates and usual podcasts and stuff. Make sure to go watch our debate yesterday, also known as What Needs to Be Said. Microtransactions. The next one should be coming up sooner or later, whenever I get time to do it. Moving soon. If you need to find Red Hood, he won't be able to be found because I'm going to North Carolina tomorrow and I got to settle up some business with this man.
Oh man.
So yeah, if you don't see him, just know I did not stitch on myself because I'm taking him out to Chick-fil-A, and what happens after that, I do not know.
That's ripped for me, I guess.
I don't know. What you mean? I don't know nothing about what you're talking about, Chief.
Oh man, that's a little spooky, man. Yeah. Oh my god. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode. Next week, Wednesday, make sure to be there around 9 p.m. Eastern time. And thank you guys. And see you guys later. Oh my god.
Jigga, stop.
Oh man.